Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to use Georgia Mile or the online site for Georgia Milestones. The first thing is when you get your computer, you're gonna get a code and you're gonna get a login and all this stuff, and you're gonna come up to this page right here. And you are going to be taking the EOG, okay, in the spring, of course. Just for the training purposes, I have to click on a few different things first. Okay, and once you click on that, you'll get this login screen. You will have a code and you'll have a password. Since mine's right here, I'm just going to use that. Okay. Now, once you get in, you want to make sure that the test name's correct and that the session's correct. Make sure your name is correct, everything like that. And you can hit continue. Okay, and then your test that you're going to take will be up here. And if it's the wrong test, you need to make sure you tell your teacher. Do not take the wrong test. Okay, all right. So once you click on the test, it's going to give you a list of directions. Now, this part is very important. Okay, you want to make sure that you go through every direction or every step and read carefully. Okay, the teacher will be reading a shorter version of this, but this is for you to view everything. All right, and all the buttons that will help you. Once you're done with that page, you just hit next, and you move on to the other ones, and just go through each of these. This direction right here is for the flag button, so if you're not sure of an answer to a question, you can always flag that question and go back to it later. Okay, there's a lot of green buttons, there's a lot of gray buttons. Mostly the gray ones are the ones they don't want you to hit. Green are good, of course. All right, and then here's some of the tools, and I'm actually going to go over all these tools with you guys. Here's some more. Okay, now when you get to this page and you no longer have a next button, but you have something that says begin the test, you must wait for your teacher. I cannot stress this enough. You must wait for your teacher to tell you to begin the test. So I know a lot of you love to be clicker happy, and you go through this so fast, and then you're going to get here and you're going to accidentally click it. That's a big no-no. We don't do that. All right, so you need to make sure that you wait when you get to this green button. All right. Now, once your teacher says that it's okay to start, then of course you can start. Now, this is what you're going to see. And I'm just going to walk you through all of the little buttons that are around here. So the first one is you want to make sure that you're in the right test. Okay, you want to make sure that your name is correct. Okay, and then right here you can actually see the question you're on and the list of questions that are coming up, or how many questions there are in this section. All right, so of course you have your pointer, which is nice. So you have the cross out button, and it says it all up here. If you highlight over it, you can see what it tells you. The cross out, and that's where you can cross out an answer if you want it. Okay, you also have a highlighter. There's something in the reading that you want to highlight. You just drag it and it'll highlight it for you. Okay. There's also a sticky note. So when you get to maybe the writing portion of the language arts, or the writing portion for math, you can make a sticky note on this page and kind of type about what is going on in this passage that maybe you want to come back to. As you can see right here, there's a little note that pops up for you so it knows that you have a sticky note. And it doesn't go away even after you click off of it. So then it'll just pop right back up. Okay, so for just argument's sake, click back up there, and there it is. Hi. Okay. All right, now I know you guys saw my page move. And the easiest way to change the page, especially if you have a passage, I'm gonna move on to another, well, no, it's fine. Okay, especially if you have a passage here, it'll tell you at the bottom how many pages there are in this passage. It's very important that you look for this, okay? I've had students in the past that have just read the first page and didn't realize that there were more. So they were lost when they were taking their test, okay? The easiest way to do this is just click and it'll take you to the next page. Just click in the corner that you want to change it to and it'll take you there, okay? If you want to go back to something, you click the back spot, the other side of the page, all right? And of course, if there's something that you want to highlight, then of course you can highlight. Okay, there's also the zoom button. So if you want to zoom in on something, you can do that. Okay, and you can actually go even further in if you'd like. And then of course we want to go to the next question. You just hit next. Okay, now you can see that my highlighting is still there and my post-it note is still there. Okay, I just have a new question with this passage. Okay, just click through here. Okay, so now here you're going to have a writing piece. Now the writing piece is nice to have. Sorry. Okay, so you can use the post-its for this. Like, oh, back on page 4 or back on page 2, I highlighted something and and so I can go back to that and type up what I talked about. This handy dandy line right here, this line guide, actually will help you read if you need to. So it can go through the passage and take you line by line and whatever you need to do, which is a big plus. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and flag this question because I'm not done with it yet and I don't want to forget that I skipped it. Now, when it comes to math, if you're taking a math test, you also have a calculator option, which is nice. It comes with it. There's 2 different types of calculators depending on which test you're taking. And then you have reference sheets. So grade 8, there's your reference sheet. So you have slope, formula, linear equation, Pythagorean theorem, volume, parameter, stuff like that. And then if you're taking your science one, you also have a periodic table, which comes in handy. So as you can see, I flagged number 5. So there's that beautiful flag right there. Okay, so say I get to my last question and I want to review and end my test. Okay, you get to a screen like this. So it'll make sure that everything is checked off. If you're done, it'll say it gives you a check. Okay, if you're not done, it's blank. And of course, then there's my flag as my reminder of going back. It gives you this little key down here too. Okay, so of course you want to make sure that every passage is done or every question is done first before you move on. Also, something that you might want to use this for, of course, you have your calculator that you can stick in the corner if you're using it. But if not, the zoom is actually really nice for this feature. So you can see what's going on in here. You will have scratch paper. It will be your login information. You will be getting scratch paper for that. So if you need it, you can use it as well. Same thing with here. You can use the zoom for any bar graphs that you want to read a little bit closer to. All right, also, when you get to questions like this, you will have some that have part A and part B. Make sure you answer both to your fullest. As you can see down here, there's a word max, so you do not go over 1,000 words. All right, another one that you're going to see where it says select 3 statements that are true. You're going to see multiple questions throughout the milestone test where it makes you select 3. That also just goes into the fact of reading the directions. Make sure you read the directions first. Okay, so I would select 3 questions here instead of just 1. Okay, this question also says select 2. So I need to make sure that I select 2. And there's no page number down here, so I'm going to move on. So it's good to check your answers, especially with the ones where you have to select multiple questions. Okay, so I reviewed it. I think I'm done. Okay, at this point, you want to make sure that you hit end test. And when you get to this, tell your teacher. Okay, make sure you tell your teacher that you are ready to submit. And then your teacher will do whatever needs to happen with this, but then you should be able to just hit submit. Your teachers wish you the best of luck on your tests for the next few weeks, and I know you guys will do great and knock it out of the park.